Welcome. Missed last night because I got really tired and I fell asleep really early. So I decided to do a makeup tonight because I really wanted to get back to this game. This is going to be the second session. I think this game is only like 3 hours and change or something like that. So I might be able to kill it tonight depending on how it goes. So far it's played a lot like, it kind of feels like I'm playing D&D. And I'm not doing that well because I've died repeatedly. So we'll see how tonight goes. I'll load up a save file. Here we go. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. I remember this is where we ended after she killed us last. Really changed our starting point of the story. I'm going to proceed to the cabin. Well, shit. That's not looking good. I'm at the cabin. It looks like my only option is to approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Bro, the artwork and the design of this shit is like so out there. Oh my god, okay. Explore. Oh, there's a million things I can ask her now. Okay. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity or destroy my body. Well. Are you the princess? Probably a good start.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself? Say nothing. Let's ask.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Alright, what are you? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
If she doesn't know the narrator.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Okay. About what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights, what do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. Well, I know I'm not a person because I've seen this thing's hands and I'm some kind of creature. Well, I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay, so this now went back to the original list of questions. The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Alright, do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Do we know each other? I'm gonna go, do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
That's not hopeful. Alright, are you what sent me to slay? No. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Everything else looks pretty over. Okay. The gift of fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
This is a weird fucking game.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Yeah, I see that. She's got a lot of hands. Let her out of there. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? What happens now? There's no way I can attack this entity. In this playthrough, it didn't even give me the knife. I have no way to attack. I feel like she's got the upper hand. Alright, let's see with Are You What Sent Me to Slay the Princess, or you trapped me
I
here.
have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Let the princess out of there? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
What is this shit up here? History. Oh, I see. It's just like the log of everything that I asked and she
There is
said.
no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I see. Okay. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're gonna do? Okay, make me forget. Alright, I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you gonna do if I help you, or let it be? Now, what are you gonna do if I help you?
I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? Okay, make me forget. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Okay. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now.
Alright,
Unfinished,
it's the only way forward.
dry, hollow.
Let me get my Steam deck. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I guess make me forget, because that's the only way we're getting anywhere.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Jesus Christ. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Everything gets dark and you die. Chapter 1, Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods,
You'll know it
and at
when
the
you
end of
see
that
it.
path
Achievement unlocked.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or RI on your controller. Alright, R1. Alright. So this is like all the shit that I already asked about. Because I'm pretty sure I went through all of these. And then I eventually continued to the cabin. I'm just going to go straight to the cabin and try
You
to
make
kill
your
her.
way up the short path to the cabin. you'll find the prince. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
All right, there we go. I skipped all that because I don't need to argue with the narrator. I'm just going straight to the cabin. One track mind. We're going to slay the fucking princess and save the world. I'm just going to go in there.
The interior of the cabin
grab
is
this
almost
thing.
empty. The blade is your implement.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need it.
Take the blade. Yep.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Right, so now I'm going to enter the basement. She's down there chained up, and everything's going to be fine. She's going to look like
the
the
basement
normal...
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly
Okay.
her voice, Karen.
Yep,
Who's
yep.
there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't
Okay.
let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
She's going to be different now. Nope, it's the
You
same
walk down the
innocent-looking
stairs
chick.
and lock
I'm just going
eyes
to kill
with
her.
the princess.
I'm just going to straight
There's
up
a
go
heavy
up to
chain
her
around
and
her
fucking
wrist,
kill her.
binding her to the far wall. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just going to do it. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, we've been through this.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Lewis definitely recommended this game because it's like playing D&D, except like I never played D&D and I suck at making decisions. This is not
She's
going to go
unarmed.
well.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess. I'm just going straight for it. No bullshit.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Yeah, not a single hesitation.
You
There
feel
it is.
flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Yeah, fuck her.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
No, I knew this was not going to work, but I had to try this
It's
path.
like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was way too easy.
It's over.
Of course not.
Don't
That
get
was
all
way too
worked
easy.
up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I would just keep stabbing. Like, you're probably not going to go to jail for this.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade. Check for a pulse. You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here. I'm going to dip. Do I just take his word for it? I don't want to touch the blade. I don't want to touch her. She's probably going to kill me again. I'm just going to go. And I'm probably still going to die. You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here. We're going to go full on trust the narrator in this one.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
All good?
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Probably true.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Of course, it
Instead,
fucking
what you
isn't.
find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
God damn it.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
See, I feel like I was the problem all along. And, like, by killing the princess, like, I have now been banished to, like, another realm. Like, I was the actual threat since, like, my hand is, like, some weird creature. That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Explore. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Of course we are. I like it here. Do I really want to escape? I look like a creature. I don't trust the hand of the character that I'm playing. Like, I feel like I'm controlling something that's not good. I'm gonna go with didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I feel like I should trust the narrator, man. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really?
I'm happy.
If you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
Everything's fine.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
That sounds good.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Achievement unlocked past the point of no return. There's no going back now. Well, we saw the good ending for a second. All right. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. So now it's making me do this.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to fuck with the princess's body. She's going to come back to life. She's going to kill us and start the cycle again, right?
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do. And the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell.
How astute. You are absolutely correct.
Nah, we'd be dead.
Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Right.
In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Voice of the hero. Thank you for the follow, Mustafa. I've never played this game before. This is a blind session. I tried to not kill the princess and help her, and then after that didn't work out. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the lights now. For some reason, first interaction always leaves them stuck. I'm trying to follow the narrator on this run after we got reset here, but now apparently I have to do something with the voice of the hero.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I'm happy in the cabin, man. Why would I want to change it? You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. Anything to get out of this hell. But why would it be this hell if, I've been chilling?
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
I don't want to die, dude.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
Well, now he's starting to sound rude. Maybe I don't want to listen to you anymore now.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Okay.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Alright, so I've been up there for a while.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Oh, I didn't get any choice in that, huh? Kind of had to do that.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Alright, chapter 2. Spectre. We're back in here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This is such
You're
a
here
weird,
to slay her. If you don't,
it'll be the end of the world. Alright, here's all the questions again. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Terrible sense of deja vu. These are all the options. I could turn around and leave. Proceed to the cabin. Alright, here we go. We're going to go with the first one. I'm going to turn on the narrator here because he started getting a little bit of an attitude. There. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? I'm just going to proceed to the cabin. So I feel like we've had these conversations already. Let's just see what the hell happens with the princess now.
Before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you.
Alright, yeah.
No problem.
Proceed into the cabin. Yeah, I've heard all that. I'm going in. So now this is like the stronger ghosty one.
A soft
yeah, this is where it
dirt
changes.
Permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Oh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Alright, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade. Let's just see if the mirror
Walk
has
up to the
anything
wall
to me.
next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Still
Isn't
just a
much to
wall.
see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach
There's
forward,
my creepy
rub
hand.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay.
There was a mirror a second ago.
The mirror disappeared. This time, I don't think I remember that
Now it's
happening.
gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be ignored.
It's definitely important enough to keep acknowledging the mirror. That was weird. Alright, we're gonna take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Now she's gonna be like all crazy, right?
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air.
Alright, the very building
The very
feels
building itself feels dead.
Oh, we
The
heard that
room
already.
below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
I guess so.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Do I win? Did I win because she's dead and stayed dead?
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to
What the
finish your
fuck?
thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you.
Yo,
followed
what's
by a
up, Halo
mischievous
Angel?
skeletal
How's it
grin.
going? Oh man. Okay. Here we go. Yep.
And finally,
Oh, but she seems
the rest
nicer,
of the
right?
body
She's like
floats
waving.
up to join the head.
This
Wait,
is
this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Ghost. I'm doing all right. I'm chilling, playing some Slay the Princess tonight. This is my second playthrough, and I have no idea what's going on. It kind of feels like I'm playing D&D, but I keep dying and having to come back and do the same thing and die again.
Oh,
But now I did some different stuff, so
Wow.
we'll see.
how absolutely terrifying.
How are you? What are you up to tonight?
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I think the ghost killed me last
Oh,
time.
It's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
I bet you do. So the last time I saw her, stabbed her in the heart, resulting in her
The
dying.
princess drifts
Now we have a
across the room
ghost.
into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Oh, I bet Jamie reads books that sound like this.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Yeah.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That
How would
means
we
could
kill her again? How would we drive the
we
knife through the
wanted to.
ghost? That's not gonna work. The last time we tried that, when she was a ghost, she like broke every bone in our body or something. Slay the princess, wait to see how things play out. Alright. The body's dead. The spirit's there. The last time I stabbed her, she seems to have died, but I got trapped in this cabin. Do I want to try and talk to her? How to survive a Sharknado and other unnatural disasters? I don't believe I have, but that sounds like something I would read. Do we slay the princess? I don't feel like I can slay her, dude. She's a ghost. Do we stay focused? I feel like we stay focused. I think I kill her again. In the worst case, I always kill myself again, right? Do I dare try and talk to her? Dude, this is tough. It feels like there's no right answer. I don't believe that I can kill her. Like, she's a ghost and I have a knife. Like, I mean, whatever.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade.
Here we go. Not a moment's hesitation.
It's like you're slashing at air. No matter
That's
how
what I
many
thought would
times
happen.
you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from.
This is exactly
All
what
you
I
manage
expected
do
to
is
happen,
interrupt her
trying to stab a
form,
ghost.
the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
That's what I thought.
You're adorable when you're confused.
I am confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh, man.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Oh boy. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I like that. It's very forthcoming. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you so different? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time too. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? No, she definitely broke every bone in my body when she was in this form last time. What do you want from me? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? Slay the princess harder. That's it. Fine. If I can't hurt you, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. Guess I'll have to get going. Leave her in the basement. All right, let's try and get some details from her. All right, let's go with stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
I'm trying to convince her that I only did it because she threatened me first. That knife could have been for anything. Return, leave it at that. Nah, let's go for that knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
Dude, I died like 4 times before I actually chose to kill her. Alright, I died too and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. No, we're gonna go with... Alright, I died too and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
Wait, why is she holding me? Can I stab her now?
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
Nice, got it.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
I want to know what I am also, because that's not a human hand.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
The layered vocals are awesome. Like the whisper that's going on with the reading is great.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here.
Thank you for the blue lights, adding to that ambiance as we're talking to the ghosts.
You can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Oh, she wants to possess me?
After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess
She's definitely
us?
asking to possess us so she can walk
She
out of the
is.
cabin.
And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone
I
can do to
love the
stop her.
light setup. I've been I should look to see if they have a Black Friday deal. Because I'm using the free version of the Lumia Studio, and you can customize a lot more events with the lights if you pay for the full license, but the full license is like $200. So I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to commit that. But like you can have like, like different sub alerts and different like like redemptions for like the channel point things. Like you can have all kinds of stuff go on, but I think all of it's behind the paywall. But you can buy a lifetime license. That's what I would probably do, because they have a monthly subscription, but I would do the lifetime one if I could get it cheaper.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Okay, so now I'm wrestling with the idea of letting this ghost chick that definitely doesn't like me because I killed her possess me so that I can let her come face to face with the narrator that I know nothing about and don't fully trust. Alright, what if I say no? This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world. Sounds great, do it. Let the princess possess you. The answer's no. Return, I need to think on this. Alright, let's get some details here. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Alright, let's talk. Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
In my defense, I gave it thought after she brutally killed me like 3 or 4 times in extremely painful ways. So, not to be,
That's rich coming from her.
I don't want to come off like a
Every
total
time she
dick there.
touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Alright, obviously it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart? But she's not dead. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here? Well, were you going to end the world? You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world? I'm not cold, I'm just dumb. I'm a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What was I thinking? Just believing what I was told. Has she made anything new? I don't think she's been on her crochet game. I think all of the stuff that she's been making has been in the kitchen. There's been a lot of festive baking, ice cream making from scratch, like homemade cookies pairings with it. But on the crochet side, I think it's been slower. I think she was supposed to work on something big, but has been too tired to work on it. She had like a pattern for like a big ass like dragon head, I believe was gonna be next, but it was very involved. The children have been difficult, not leaving her with the energy that she needs to crochet a big dragon head at the end of the night. Alright, you didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
What are you gonna do if I help you get out of here?
Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't feel comfortable letting her possess me. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Alright. Well, Were you going to end the world? You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end? Yeah, let's ask that.
It does.
Oh.
We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you.
So she's not aware of the world ending for any reason if I let her out.
The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think.
I'm not letting her out.
But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. And you ended too. But here you are. And you don't even look any different. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Alright. Return, leave it at that. Alright, let's ask one more just to see if we can get more details from her. Were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Bro, I really don't trust her. Alright, return, leave it at that is my only option. Oh my god, everything came back. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. Facts. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? No, I've seen her do that already. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything and I had to kill myself to escape. If you can go through walls, can't you just leave on your own? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts. I've given enough thought. Let's get you out of here. Definitely not letting her possess me. There's no way. I've given enough thought. The answer is no, I can't let you out, and I won't let you possess me. Even if you're dead, there isn't really much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. Slay the princess. Just try to stab through her ghostly body again. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Well, that's sad. Alright, here we go. After I killed you, this cabin, it teleported, wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
A little bit.
She doesn't mean it.
I don't trust her.
It serves you right.
Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that shit.
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Bro. Whew. Okay. Huh. I killed you. What are you doing not dead? You want me to die? I'm not trying to make it up to her. Alright, let's talk to the team. Alright, team. I'm out of ideas. Thoughts?
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so
We did
far.
violence. I tried to stab her and she's a ghost and it just went through.
She's a ghost.
Yeah.
Who says ghosts are immune to violence?
The people that watched me try the first time.
Common sense?
It went through for a while. There were
There's
several
nothing
swings
common
of the
or
knife.
sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter. Fine, then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her. Only now she has a good reason to hate us.
And she does.
I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then? I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here.
I don't want to do that.
We could. It would be something different. I like different. Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world. And is that really so bad? Yes, it is by its very definition bad. But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
You know, I just don't really like her to want to help her. Because I tried to be nice and not slay her last time, and she fucking killed me brutally. More than once. What's not to like? The last time that I chose to not kill her, she broke every bone in my body. Proceeded to kill me, so it's kind of red flaggy for me. We don't judge here, so you can be into whatever you want, but I don't usually like that in a partner. For me, not a red flag. Hey, again, no judgment. That's a full green. That's all you. I'm not letting her out of here. I've given it enough thought. The answer is no, I can't let you out, and I won't let you possess me.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Wait, what?
Okay, so I don't have a choice. I pretty much have to do different things so that she can see all the endings, and then eventually something will happen. This is weird. All right, I killed you. What are you doing being not dead?
I don't feel very dead, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me.
That dead body back there is definitely
Or
yours.
maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers, or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead. Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Nice. Double catch on the Claydol. Very good, very good. Your body's right there, though. Your dead body. Yeah,
The
exactly.
princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm not apologizing for killing her. For sure. I'm definitely not apologizing for killing her. I definitely would have slain you, so I'm not saying that. I know what she can do to hurt me. Bro. Alright, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you before.
Things are strange right now.
This is what I was telling you before in the woods. We've done this before.
Something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
Alright. I'm basically...
Finish how?
Like,
We
all
already
these
did what
other
you told
things are
us.
just
Now
conversations
she's a
for, like,
ghost.
extra information, maybe. I'm pretty sure it's going to come down to I either try and slay her again or let her
You haven't
possess
tried
me.
slaying her yet this time, though, have you?
I did. It went through.
And then what?
We already did this.
And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an
I
option.
mean, the last time we did that, we got stuck in that cabin
What
forever.
do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
Also, how you doing, Laird? Hope you had a good weekend.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Yeah, exactly. He's so shady. I'm not apologizing. Getting a new hat soon? Nice. One day, I'm just gonna cut my hair all off and get back to wearing hats again. But for now, we are living in sad times where I cannot rock any of the sweet cartoony hats. Or band hats. Might not end up... Alright. I'm just gonna decide. I'm either gonna slay her now or let her possess me. And I'm really heavily leaning towards slaying her because she kind of seems like a psycho. So we're gonna slay the princess.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her,
Still
no matter
doesn't
how
do
many
anything.
angles you strike from,
She's still a
all
ghost.
you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through.
So now all I'm gonna do is piss her off more for when I have to let her possess me.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Hey, she said the same
But I
thing.
didn't say you could touch me.
Why are you even here?
Wait, she did
Making
this
sure you
already.
finish the job, or what?
There's no other option. I have to let her possess me. Well, that sucks. I mean, if I knew I had to let her possess me, I probably wouldn't have tried to stab her again to piss her off before I let her possess me. That seems, you know? Well, if I knew I have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I would have. All right, whatever. I think we just got to move this forward. Alright, one more. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? Let's just see what she says.
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's a ghost. Ghosts can't hurt us.
I kind of have, though.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can
Yeah,
rip your heart out.
yeah, there we go. That sounds, yeah.
Who's to say, really?
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
It's all funneling down to I've given it enough thought. Let's get you out of here and let the princess possess you. Alright, whatever. Let's get the last bit of dialogue. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain
And
you.
if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance.
We all make mistakes.
Yep, now we let her possess us because it's the only thing it lets me
The
do.
princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
There were no other options. I did everything else.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Yeah, we'll probably get a do-over at some point. Oh! Is that the cracking of my
I'm afraid it's
bones?
too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Walk it off, pussy. Just like broke
Your
every bone
eyes
in my
flick
body.
back open as you
All
get
right.
your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't. or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there, like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
It was the only option.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise. To slay the princess, I could stab myself and we both die, or leave the basement. I can't think straight. There's too much noise. I think I should kill her. I think if I kill us both, right? It all ends, or it just starts over and leads me back to this. Fuck it. Leaving the basement.
Your
We're doing it.
legs,
Whatever.
Weary with the weight
They already
of the
took me this
princess's
far.
spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
She's joking about it.
That's
Great.
exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
When I beat this game, my next single player game is going to be like a really dumb one. Like, I need to not feel this level of stress and pressure to make these choices. Like, I need like a dumb hack and slash or something.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
Yeah.
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward. It's literally the only choice.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally! Finally!
Finally.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door is my only option.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
Oh shit, she ended the world.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
It's just too
All right.
much.
Let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
Pick up a passenger and take her to her destination. Hitchhiker achievement unlocked. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guessing not. All's well that ends well, right?
You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me, you've been here before and you always get scared. Approach the mirror.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. Achievement unlocked. Just a big ass demon thing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh my god, it's starting over again. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
What the fucking... So like... Okay. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me, these vessels I've been bringing you? I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back, attack the entity, destroy your body. Holy shit, okay. Alright, are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I feel like everything I say to her, she like turns back into another question and doesn't actually answer or say anything. Oh look, everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? I feel that.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Jesus Christ.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this? When all said and done, you know what to do. You know at the end I'm gonna kill you, and when I go back, it's this invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not tell you the same things I've done before? What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow? I don't want to hurt you. The more times I go back, the worse fear. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more do you need? I'm ready to go back. Alright.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Oh my god. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
Alright, what does it feel like to change
Eyes
like this?
close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Alright. Do you know what you want to do when all this is said and
With
done?
every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
Alright. I'm not gonna threaten to kill her. Alright, here we go. When I go back to the invisible wall close around me, why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Alright, I'm either ready to go back, I try to attack her, or I destroy my own body. I don't want to attack her. I want to slay the princess. If I go back, I killed her, I didn't kill her and let her kill me, and I let her possess me, so I don't know what else I can do. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? Do I don't... I guess I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Jesus. Oh, the mirror broke. That's the sound. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. A yearning heart bring the specter to her.
You're on a path
Unlocked.
in the woods.
Alright.
And at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Yep, we're back to the beginning. Silently continue to the cabin. I could turn around and leave. I haven't done that. I could do that. Because what is left to do in the cabin? Do I just leave? I might do that. What happens?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin and talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope, the only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continuing the path away from the cabin. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Yep.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
God damn it, dude. Oh. Alright. We're going to the cabin. Turn around again and leave again. Dude, I gotta do a
Really
Christmas
keen on
Rocksmith
wasting
stream and play that
everyone's
song.
time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I've definitely played that one before. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Quietly continue down the path.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
There we go.
Oh, would you
Jeez.
look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the...
Yep, with the princess. Alright. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Yeah.
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everything.
Really feels like I gotta go to the damn cabin, huh? Doesn't feel like I'm getting away from this one.
We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save...
Alright, yeah. Alright, proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is the
Same
blade is your
thing.
implement.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take the blade just
You
in
take
case.
the blade from the table.
Oh, you know what?
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess.
I
and
guess I've
save-
never walked in there without the blade. Whatever. I guess walking
door to
into
the
the basement
basement
without
creaks
the
open,
blade is probably a
revealing
path
a
that I haven't
static
done.
voice.
Alright,
Who's
yeah, let's keep
there?
going,
She
yeah.
sounds dangerous. Don't let it
Yeah,
fool you.
yeah. Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Just checking in.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are.
You're
Are you here to kill me or something?
Alright, seal your nerves and step forward. I'm just here to talk. What Pop-Tart would you put peanut butter on? The chocolate one? Because now that I think about it, the chocolate fudge with some peanut butter would absolutely slap. I've never done that, but I've had peanut butter Pop-Tarts. Ooh, a Zangoose. Why would you think that? I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare.
Alright,
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk.
drop it. There we go.
Blade tumbles out of your trembling
This is a path we
hands
haven't done.
and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against
She
your
seems
better
fine this time.
judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people that think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. Yeah, it's
I
pretty
know.
awkward.
I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. You think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? You're supposed to end the world. I've been told things that I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
I'm just telling her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am them. Remain silent. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world.
but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
I'm gonna let her out without killing her this time and see what happens.
She has a point.
It's a different path.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me?
I don't have any of the fudge
prisoner,
ones in the house.
Victim, the princess clearly
But I
incapable
could
of
get one
ending
from
the
like a
world.
vending machine or something,
Or
or
do
like
you
a
trust whoever
single
put
one,
me
because
here?
that sounds good. A nice sandwich with peanut butter.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
All right, how would I get you out of here? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Okay, we've talked enough. The peanut butter Pop-Tart would save her. She looks like she could eat. How do I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
No, I'm getting
I'm
her out.
guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Again, she offers no specifics. No.
All right, we've done that one. All right, we talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
We're gonna let her out.
Why?
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Different
You
path.
walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas beside me cutting you out of here? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here. Try the door.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You
Try the door.
but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat
But I'm like a
myself
big
once
thing.
again.
Like, I could
You're here
easily
to
break
slay
that
the
door down.
princess, and you won't leave until the task is. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you
Not
were
gonna do it.
supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm gonna try it.
Against your better judgment, you place the
Didn't
blade
expect them to
against
show
the
it.
princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
She is awfully chill for
You
her arm being
into
cut
her
off.
Flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before
Wow.
long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She
That
didn't
easy.
so much as utter a sound.
She does not care.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
What
it's like
the
she
hell?
isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
So I have several options here. Looks like Slay the Princess is on there several times, and then I have Warn Her as one of the options. So I'm going to go ahead and warn her because we're trying to get her out this
Stop
time.
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess. Resist. We're going to keep resisting the narrator.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yup.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
I
is a
suck
cabin.
at this game.
And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Alright, turning around and leaving didn't do anything, so I guess we're going back to the cabin.
Warn, she will lie. Yeah.
Yep,
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed to the cabin. Yep.
The interior of the
Hey,
cabin is less a cozy
it's like really
woodland
different.
retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold,
I don't even want to take the
uninviting
knife down
stone
this time.
walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a
It's got a
prison.
very different look
The
this
only
time.
furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm not going to do it. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade. Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Yeah.
It's a-
Alright, wipe the mirror clean,
Reach
and yep,
forward,
it's a wall
rub
again.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know there was a mirror, and now it's
Yep.
gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled.
Yep, maybe it'll be back. Alright, enter the basement
I'm
without the
afraid
blade.
I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
I don't want to take the blade.
Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get a say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a wonderful. You do exactly
Damn.
that. Sweeping
Had
the
to
blade
take
from
the blade.
table before proceeding. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
Damn it.
Moving on.
I didn't want to, like, seem like a threat. I was
Door
trying to
the
run this
basement
like I was
creaks
trying to help
open,
her.
revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across
Slaying her would
voice,
be doing her a
harsh but
favor.
Is that a visitor I hear?
Yeah.
Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs
What the
and lock
hell?
eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves, the chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. Sit with her. Now I'm gonna go hang out. I'm not gonna slay her this time. We did that. Didn't
You
work
step
out.
towards the princess, but she stops you before
She's
you get
shown.
too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yep. Sit where you were told to sit, or sit closer.
You do as she
Staying where I'm
asks
told.
and sit on the floor.
I'm trying
Still
to
a good
get on her
distance
good
away
side
from
this
her.
time. See how it goes.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who was it for? Yo, what's going on, dude? How goes the Cess killing? Well, I decided to do the last one since it keeps cycling, right? I killed her. I tried to kill her repeatedly last time and it didn't get me anywhere. So this time I'm trying to help her from the beginning and see where that gets me, which I assume will be to certain death, probably painful. She definitely already killed me the first time. She slit my throat. So I don't think I'm good at this game. I don't think I excel at this, but we're carrying on. What was that other chain for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Inspect the shackle? You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? I think I'm just gonna leave you here. Actually, you're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye. What would you have me do? All right, let's check the
I
shackle.
wouldn't do that.
I'm
if I
I'm
were
not
you.
just looking at it. I'm not putting it on.
Why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to
What are you
lock
up
the
to,
second
Baltimore?
we
How's
put
it
our
going for
wrist
you?
into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Let's just inspect it. I'm not putting it on. I'm just checking it out.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it.
Nice,
though
new
she
chart.
can't
Good
fully
stuff.
hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me?
I suck at this game.
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
It sure seems like it. Prison of the mind.
Yes.
Become your own jailer achievement unlocked.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
It's not that funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Did we?
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Alright, so we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
That was a useful one. So what do you want to do now that we're stuck here? These chains. Alright, we're both
Yep.
stuck here. Also not a particularly useful one. What should we do? Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
So what should we do? Wait in silence is the only option I
You
have
and the
left.
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
This chain was not that far away from the princess. This dungeon is not that big. Like, I was definitely close enough to, like, kick her or something.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get...
Oh, larger and larger. Hey, have you noticed the basement changing? Continue to wait in silence.
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Still rude.
Yeah, she's not that nice. Alright, continue to wait in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
It's true.
She hasn't starved.
It's true also.
Yes, she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
Because she technically got out of the cabin because it's open
Would
now?
you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone.
Memory returns.
Where did she go?
Try and find her.
There's that mirror again. Why is it here?
We've been
Why-
here before. All right, of course you're scared. This is not the end. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. We've been here before. We always get scared.
But it
Yeah.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Is this your first playthrough? This is a first playthrough and completely blind. I know nothing about this game. My friend actually gifted it to me and asked me to play through it. So I have no idea what's going on. Honestly, didn't even watch any trailers or anything going into it. Love this game so much. It's been cool so far. It feels like I'm playing D&D. You've 100%ed it. That's awesome. Yeah, it feels like I'm playing D&D, but it feels like everything I'm doing is wrong, and I just keep dying. But we'll see where we're going. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say
We'll
so.
be fine. It'll make more sense as you go on. Everything you're doing is wrong. Don't worry about it. That's how I live my
Feels
life.
too good to be true.
All right, approach the mirror. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Sounds as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it, and there I am. The decay. You're withered. So, achievement unlocked for the decay. I have withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Only option. There she is. Oh, those are the hands. I thought she was on fire. Approach her. What number of princesses is this?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To
Four?
look at any one is to shift
Three?
them all into something new.
3 or 4?
And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Alright, so the first one, I didn't slay her, and she ended up breaking out and killing me. The second one, I did end up, I think I went in the second one and just, yeah, this is 3. So this would be 3. I tried to lock her in the basement. I think I tried to just leave her there, yeah, and then I stayed and watched her overnight or whatever. And then she broke out and broke all my bones. And then the second princess, I tried to just slay her. Have you ever not brought the blade? I tried to not bring it the second time. I wanted to do that, and it didn't let me.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Because it was like, you know, the first time you go, I brought the blade and then I put it down and I chose to not kill her. And then the second time, I think, we tried to leave. But because I brought the knife down, she ended up slitting my throat. And then the second night, I tried to not bring the blade and the voices forced me to take it. So I wanted to try not bringing the blade at all because I was trying to do like a appeal to the princess kind of run and just, you know, see what happened. But I did bring it the first time. So I was thinking about like not bringing it at all. Next restart, don't bring it. Okay. That's what I tried to do that in the next one, or I tried to do that last time, but it didn't let me. But not bringing it at all from the beginning is probably another change up. You can't, hey, thank you for the follow. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you. Do you know what happens? The worlds we leave behind. Oh my gosh. Do you not care what I bring you next? Now we've asked most of those. Okay. You can't be a contradiction.
And
Contradictions
yet
are...
my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other of the matter. Alright, if anything, it makes me like you more.
It says that your heart
Yeah, we're
is
gonna wine and
gentle,
dine her.
that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
She seems like a good friend to have. How can you stand to be a contradiction? What do you think of this vessel? Alright, let's try this one since we haven't done that one.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Give her the look. It's one of my favorite endings. We'll see. I'm not usually great with the decision making, so we'll see how it works out. Lewis just asked me to follow my gut, so we'll see what happens. Definitely don't backseat too much. I do want to just kind of play through and let whatever happens happens. But I was actually gonna try. Oh shit. Alright, Jamie's going to sleep. Ooh, need a queen. Okay. What do you think of this vessel? What happens in the worlds we leave behind? I feel like I've done all of these. You not care what I bring you next? I'm ready to go back, attack the entity, and destroy your body. I mean, she's growing and I'm growing, so I guess we just keep going back and trying stuff.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
The broken mirror gets me every time. A lot of people don't realize that not bringing the knife can change the story and just always bring us. That's the only thing I ever tell people. I literally thought it in that last run, but I guess it only changes the story if you do it the first time.
Is a princess. You're here.
Because I tried to turn around and leave, and it no longer lets me leave anymore. This just always takes me to the cabin. I'm just gonna continue to the cabin.
You make your way up.
So yeah, I tried to do the don't bring the knife thing, but it was already the second route, so it forced me to.
We're not gonna go through with this, right? Ignore.
Alright, proceed to the cabin. Let's see how different it looks this time. Nice, we got the Nita Queen.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely
It's back
bare.
to
the air
normal.
is stale and musty, and the floor
Because
and
this is
walls
first
are
run.
painted in a fine layer of the blade is your implement.
I'm entering without it at all this time. That way we don't piss her off from the beginning at all. We don't make her worry
Door
from
to
the very
basement
beginning.
creaks open, revealing a
Because even though I
staircase
brought it last time and I
illuminated
threw it down
by an
immediately,
unseen
she
light
still
in
was
the
very
room
like,
below.
oh, well, you brought the knife. And the knife
This
completely
is an
changed the ending because she ended up slitting my throat
the
with
air
it.
feels heavy and
So now we
damp,
can see what happens
a
without
hint
it at
of
all.
rot filtering from the ancient wood. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I've played a dangerous game armed every time anyway. Like, I've died every single time, no matter what. Hi, just checking on you. I'm here to save you. Lie and tell her I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come
Alright, different
downstairs.
attitude.
I want to see the face of my rescuer.
I don't think she's gonna be excited. This guy doesn't seem like much of a
You
looker.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist,
It's back to
binding
only the
her
one
to the
chain.
far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
So I guess this was mine.
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I feel like we never questioned this one the entire time we played, but the last time when there was 3 on her and 1 on the side, we questioned it.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first. I'll see what I can do, examine the chains. Let's just go straight for getting her out.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere
Nope.
upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You play this in a specific way, you meet Smitty, who's the best character in the game. And if there isn't any key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here. Try the door, return to the bottom of the stairs. And there's no point in trying the door.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Yeah, I know we did that. Alright, I'm not going to try the door because I know that it's locked.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Wow.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
You son of a bitch!
Lewis with the sub! While we're playing your game, bro. It's been going. Here we go. We're gonna
Fine.
save her. We're gonna not slay. Thank you for the 22 months.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade
Or she's got,
against
like, the blood on her mouth.
self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, This isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I don't wanna.
Watch me.
Alright, we've done this.
What are you doing?
Maybe she won't slit our throat because we weren't the ones that brought the knife down, so instead of slaying her, we can still just try to continue down the good path of letting her out.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade.
Resist.
The blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch.
This doesn't feel like a good
burning
ending.
pain that slices its way
It's
into
a
your body.
very painful execution here.
I'm sorry.
She could have planned at least one of those to
She
like
doesn't know how to
actually
use
take
it,
me in.
does she?
She has no clue what she's doing.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I can.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, but look how sad she was. The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is you're here to
Alright,
slay.
we're back to this. Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Has this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. Proceed to the cabin. I think I've gone through all of those. So I'm just gonna go
warning.
for it.
Before you go any further, she will lie. She will. If only you knew what you did to us, you.
The smitten.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to the cabin. Nothing else we can do. Alright, if you had to guess based on where I am, how much longer this game
The interior
was.
of the cabin is clean and elegant.
I
Its
usually
stone
stop
walls
around
draped in
11:15.
fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only
Depends,
furniture of note
okay.
is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Maybe an hour? Okay, so then I'm probably going to stop soon because that way I'll leave like 45 minutes to an hour for next time I play. Because I usually stop around 11:15, so I don't want to leave the last like 15 minutes for a final session. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Is the long quiet is usually a good stopping point. All right. So now we're in a really nice castle.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm going to keep approaching the
Walk
mirror.
up to the wall next to the basement door.
What are you talking about?
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
But there
Still
was
nothing.
a mirror and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Alright, we're going back in. Just straight, peaceful.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet.
Don't skip the dial.
glimmers
No,
on
no, I was
white
skipping the
torches
ones
positioned
that
along the walls.
were
The basement
like
almost
already
seems
happened. Like when it says the
welcoming
same thing.
within firelight.
Like the mirror conversation, I feel like happens every single time. But I let Smitty's play because his was new.
But it's still a stone basement.
They'll change with
If
new
the princess
voices.
lives here,
Yeah.
Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Oh yeah, you got to do the exclamation mark Poke Start, and it'll get you a starter Pokemon and some balls, and then you'll earn in-game currency. Trico. I dig the Trico. The evolution is pretty useful in Pokemon Go. I use it a bit.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
Hey,
the
she's like
princess.
already outside.
There's a heavy
She's right
chain
there.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My
Okay.
love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
She remembers.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Hey, got the Zigzagoon. Nice.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
It was because of him.
Because he made us try and kill her, it was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm so sorry about what happened last time. The narrator sent me here to kill you, took over my body. Rescue the princess. Okay. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world? I'm sorry about what happened last time, Neris. You took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, damn, that's nice to hear. Wife it.
She took that in stride.
Wife the evil
to
princess
a surprising
spirit.
extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? Before we started talking to the world end, did you end the world? Just go straight for rescuing her. I'm not going to ask her why she killed me. Do I? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? Nah, let's just go straight rescue.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
I'm not sure I follow.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
I mean, I feel like I did all the bad stuff the first 2 times, and she just, like, absolutely decimated me. So my natural instinct was to go for, let's see what happens if I'm nice to her. Because it didn't work out the first 2 times.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
That's it. That's all it took.
Worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
It just works.
I told you.
She seems
There's
so
no
nice
life
now.
more worth living than that of a true believer.
This is way better than the possession.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Nice.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
But we don't have one.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. What do
Let
you
me
want to
guess.
do?
End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave.
And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Typical. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
I mean, she didn't really have a lot going for her, and then we rescued her, so she could, right?
That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Past is in the past. Oh, there's a shit ton of things now. Alright, what would make you happy? You have to want something more than just making me happy. You need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. I want you to make me unhappy. Do you want to end the world? I want to leave. We can figure it out later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. This isn't right. Let's just get out of here. You have to want something more than just making me happy.
I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Clearly something is happening here and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here, nobody gets hurt, and we figure out a way to be happy together? I want you to tell me what you want. You need your own thing. You just met me. I want you to make me unhappy. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure it out later. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
I didn't like any of the other responses because they were like attacking her. And we'd been trying to like be nice.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Your next decision, if we do it right, alright, well, we'll
I
see.
like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
She's been locked in a tower. I feel like she has every right to be excited.
What happens after we walk up the stairs?
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
That's a familiar move.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. Together!
Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together.
I kind of like how much he hates this, because I feel like he really fucked me over several times now.
And the lock clicks, and the door creaks.
Open the door with
Are
the
you
power of
kidding
love,
me?
baby.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
I'm not slaying her. No, we're playing not slaying her
You're
this
enjoying
time.
this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. Just ignore them. No. No, we're leaving.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Romantic haze. Your love will set you free.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Rip.
Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh, man. Back to that look.
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
No. No, I want to... I'm just going on gut. I just want to go on gut. Gonna feel it out. I was just trying to make different things happen because she wasn't letting me do the same thing. Like, it's just... You don't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave.
She's
Memory
gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nah, just... Let me ride it out. Let me ride it out. We'll see what happens.
Is that a mirror?
The mirror is there.
Why is it?
Alright, of course you're scared. This is not the end for you. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's gonna be okay. We've been there before, and you always get scared. I'm just gonna approach the mirror. I don't need to tell anybody. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
Yeah, like, I mean, everything that was kind of being hinted at, I was already going towards just because I died brutally, like, 2 times before that. So I was like, okay, what if we just completely knight in shining armor help her out? And I was already thinking about leaving the knife from the first time, so that was fine. But no, we'll see where it plays out from here.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains. You're unraveled. You've unraveled. The hell? Alright. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. So you're saying from here it's probably like 35 minutes, something like that? You have one more true route? Yeah, so it'll probably take like 30 minutes or so. Trying to decide, do we just go for it now? Just power through and finish it in the sitting? Do it. Alright, fine. Proceed to the cabin. Let's just get it. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces.
and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars. There are people, I think. At least there's supposed to be people. Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Your thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There's voices that speak to you. Some of them are me. Some of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Do the vessels have one? Alright, there's trees and stars and people.
And sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Alright, do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
No. The point of awakening is to find out.
Alright, let's ask about the voices.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. There, we're going to finally have answers. We'll go in the middle ground here.
For your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Okay. Do you have thoughts on this vessel? How many more vessels? I'm ready to go back. Attack the entity, destroy your body. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what else I can do if I go back. I killed her. I saved her. I tried to leave and it didn't let me. There's no point in attacking her. Destroy your body. I mean, it's not gonna let me do anything the same anyway.
Each of us will finally know what we are.
Taking the knife and not taking the knife for branching trees. The next time I see you, she also finally know.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Alright, I mean, it let me go back, so it seems like the game would bring the damsel to her. It
You're on a path in the woods.
God.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the bay, you're
As
here
a
to slay her.
princess, you know, it won't be the end of the world. Alright, these are all the same things that we asked the first time. Have you considered that, because she's locked up, can't someone else do this? Yeah, these are all the same. I wonder if I can leave. Probably not. I never tried to leave first round. I might have only tried to leave second round. Oh, you gotta be persistent to leave. Like eventually it'll just let you leave. Because I gave up after like 4 or 5 tries trying to leave. And like ending up at the cabin anyway. I just assumed it was gonna be a loop.
We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Alright. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your...
Alright, nothing good came from taking the blade. So we're just gonna go in. Because nothing, like, the 2 times or 3 times or whatever that I took the blade, I ended up dying, like, brutally.
Revealing a staircase.
So let's see what else we can
illuminated by
do.
an unseen light in the room below.
Not
Her
taking
voice
it.
softly carried.
Hello?
I mean, I guess if I was
Someone there?
doing exactly the same thing, it wouldn't let me do that. She would just interfere and say, like, hey, you can't do that. So I assume she'll stop
It's
me
the
from
kind of
making the
voice
same
you only have to
choices.
hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of
Come here unarmed. Alright, hi. Look, I'm here to save you. Lie about being here to save her. Maybe we'll do that. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Alright, we did I'm here to save you last time, so you can either lie about it, pretend to kill her. Hey, I think I'm here to slay
You
you.
must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise.
Yeah,
Good luck, hero.
we're just here to talk to
You
her.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far
I think what's
wall
weird
of the
about this
basement.
game is that, like, I did things the way that I would have the first time, so now, like, I'm trying to just do things differently to get a different result, and it's not necessarily, like, what I would pick. You know what I mean? So, like, it feels like going against what I want to do because it's trying to get different results.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Oh,
I
you heard
am
that.
begging you to stay focused.
Yeah,
There's a lot
lot
more.
riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first. I'll see what I can do. Let's talk a bit.
Okay.
Last time I tried to get her right away. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know
It's
what that
impossible to
reason
get the
is,
same
but
result
you
twice,
don't
damn.
just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What's your name? I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently gonna end the world. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking? What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I won't kill you, but I can't set you free as seriously. What if I just stayed for a while and kept you company, but everyone could be happy? Yeah, I did that. I did something earlier. That's why I was saying that, like, it's gonna not let me do stuff, because at some point, like, she stepped in and was just like, you can't do that again. So I did try to do something that would have led me down the same path, and she stopped me. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk. Take your word over the fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Alright, let's just talk here. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently gonna end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but they have their reasons. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. I was hoping
I
you'd
don't
tell
know
me.
how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing
We've done
it.
that.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
Yeah, this is different.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What's your name? If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, would have been eating, drinking? I won't kill you. Yeah, what have you been eating?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I don't know. I just think it's weird that you don't eat or drink.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
Just seems weird. She's a
That's
human
hardly
that she's been
relevant.
down here not eating or drinking
Okay, but
that entire time.
actually, what has she been eating?
Exactly.
She has to eat,
I
right?
feel like I agree with the voice of the hero all the time. Like, he steps in and says what I say. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. I'm sorry, I can't trust you. This just doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk. Retrieve the blade. No, I don't want to retrieve the blade. I'm getting you out of here. No, let's do, yeah. Can't we just hang out for a while?
That seems like a pretty good
There you go.
compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
I mean, it's not like you have a choice, right? Like,
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
see, now she's like
You
threatening me and
have
stuff.
to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
All right, well, I think I own. Yeah, the music change and the face change, man. Like, once she gets that red voice and stuff. Oh, it's making me retrieve the blade. Now I don't have a choice.
Thank you. You turn back to the
I was gonna
stairs
try and let her
intent
out.
on retrieving the blade in the...
Where are you going?
Oh, shit.
You can't just leave me here. Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help.
Didn't we
to get
help
out
her
of here.
slip them gently last time?
But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Well, this was not the path that I was
She
going to go
has
down,
to be
but
bluffing,
we're
but
committing now.
Hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's
I knew
only a
it.
severed arm.
I
its
knew it.
cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Seems a little bit bigger. It's a little wider. Hello? I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over? Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
If you were going for horror, you found it? Good. I do like
Where
horror.
is she?
Investigate the arm. Close the door behind you. Why would I close the door behind me if I don't know where she is? For all I know, she's gone. Why would I close myself in here? Let's investigate the arm.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place. No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here.
Mistakes were made.
It can't just end like this, right?
I feel like every time he says that, it totally ends
As
like
much
that.
as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Chapter 2, The Witch. I've seen that one. I think we've seen The Witch, because I think
You're
we've gotten
on a
absolutely
path
destroyed
in
by
the
her.
woods, and at the end of that path,
Alright,
is
so
that you're
cabin is the
here to slay
princess.
her.
Yeah, it'll be the end of the world. I'm getting deja vu. Hasn't this happened? Okay, no, but I died when proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie. She will.
Nope, yep,
Don't
he said
worry.
that.
You can trust us.
Yep. Alright, proceed back to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted
Well, this is
roots.
new.
The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Didn't know she could escape through there. Look at that, we're learning stuff. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Honestly, this specific path to this chapter is one I've never seen before. Yep. That's what we're doing here. We're breaking ground. Part of me doesn't want to touch the mirror. I don't know. They made it weird last time when I tried to touch the mirror. Fuck it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
It's a
It's a
mirror.
mirror.
It's the same thing
Well, it looks
again.
good.
Yep, wipe off the grime. We go to wipe off the
Reach
grime. Now
forward,
we're touching.
Rub your
Yep.
hand against the cabin.
You look ridiculous.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Only the hero. Do I take the blade? I feel like she's already mad at me, right? So like, if I don't take the blade, I mean, if I take, I'm gonna die either way when I go in there. We either go in to face an absolutely ridiculous, pissed off princess without the knife or with the knife. Either way, we're gonna die. Maybe she'll show mercy if we don't bring the knife.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into.
No blade.
It'll always be
I'm gonna
here if
appeal
we
to
need
her
it.
better nature.
Sure, that
Gonna
was also
Naruto
true
no
last
Jutsu
time
my
we
way out
still
of this and
died,
just
but
talk
we
her out of killing
definitely
me.
know what we're doing this time.
No. Rip. It's okay. I can totally
The door
convince
to
her.
the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Kinda needed that.
The weak starlight from the cabin window
I can
behind
convince her.
you can
Smooth
barely
talker.
penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
See? She probably won't bite. You didn't need it. I'm not nasty. Hello, say nothing.
I recognize that voice as
Hello.
easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
See? Maybe we can talk our way out of the whole situation.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
What are your thoughts on cat girls? You
I'm
know,
just throwing
probably
ideas out I like to
all
think
right.
out loud.
I
I'm the kind
I'm
of guy who
neutral. I
likes a
have no
discussion. Don't we
pro
want to
or
hear what everyone
you know.
has to say before making any big
I'm
decisions?
neutral on cat girls. Is that what I'm about to find down here?
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps.
Haven't done this
entering
one.
the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Couple times.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
Once or twice.
Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
I've destroyed all the worlds.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground.
See?
Where everyone's happy.
That's what I'm saying. We talk it out.
Don't talk
It'll
to
be
her.
fine.
You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out? I didn't do shit to you last time. You're the one that locked me away until I died. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know things got messy last time, but there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? I don't trust you. Not enough to free you. Definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving by and leave her in the basement. Oh, why didn't the lights go? That's so weird. There you go. Let's apologize. We've all made mistakes, right?
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us
back
back
on-
on the
yeah.
right foot.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
There we go. I can help you. You cannot kill me. I didn't bring the blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her
Just
wrist.
takes them off. She just straight takes them off.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
She just needed me to open the door.
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I get the sense you're not happy with me. I died last time you didn't. What, I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here. I don't know why the thing is not triggering anymore. That's so weird. We're manually triggering them. Let's leave. Leave with the princess. You're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here. Yeah.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
There you go. See?
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential
backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but you could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Get the sense that you're not happy. I died, you didn't. If anyone shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Okay, let's leave. I don't trust you enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. Leave her in the basement. Leave her in the basement is probably not going to work out, right? Like, she's going to just kill me. So I'm going to just try to leave with the princess. Because I feel like she's faster than me, clearly, since I couldn't stop her from leaving last time. Just try and leave with her. She's, you know, she'll chill out.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Everything's good.
She never breaks eye contact.
Nope,
even
that's
as the
totally
two of you
fine.
Find yourselves
You know,
face to face.
We had some issues, but we're good.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
I got no weapons. Totally cool. We're cool.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Why, she got like a tail and shit now.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
That's true.
Well, if it doesn't
Ladies
matter,
first.
then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
I see.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out. But if you help
I
her
feel
out
like I
here,
don't really
you're
have a
going to
win
regret it.
condition here. Like, if I go... Yeah. If I let her go first, she can lock me in here. And if I go first, I feel like she's just going to stab me in the back literally with the knife that's up there. Let's go. Ladies first. I don't have the knife. Let's go for it.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
Alright, you're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first or we stay here. It's up to you. Fine, I'll just go.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching
Show of good
every
faith.
single thing you do.
Totally
That's
fine.
exactly what I'm worried about.
Totally fine.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like.
You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea.
Oh, that's
Can't
good.
Sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
But
The princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and, in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Why did you just say that?
I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally
You both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands
The
against
frog.
the far wall,
It was in
gasping
her
as she
nature
struggles to recover
unlocked.
from the impact.
Why did she throw us both down the stairs?
You're still in shock.
Damn, she looks
trying
kind
to
of
get a
nutty.
hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
That does suck.
We were going to help her. Why? Why
Yeah.
did she do that? It's what I would have done.
What the hell,
Have you
man?
considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
Well, she's not stuck.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Dude, I was helping you get out. I can't get up. You broke my back. What the hell was that for? I was trying to help you out of here. We were never going to get up those stairs, were we? We could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other. I was just trying to get you out of here.
And maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you. And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have
She was
gotten
gonna
the
get the
blade
knife.
first.
That's, yeah.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess it was.
The
Oh.
princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's
Ah, so we're both broken, done for.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
She's checking me out.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Fantastic.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We could have both left, or I guess we both ended up in here.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
We were
Is
gonna
that
leave.
really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next? I think he's gone.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Oh, there they go. She's been taken. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. It's not the end. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. And I'm just going to approach the mirror, 'cause it's always the same dialogue. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel
Feel
right.
right.
It feels different. Final.
There we go.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. I gotta keep triggering these. There we go. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled, in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Dude, this is literally the fucking birds that Ivan Ooze creates to fight the Power Rangers. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you part of me or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror. Alright. What are you? You something like me. If you're not me, then what are you? What are you?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Okay. Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? Are you part of me or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
You said she contains death. What is she? What is the princess did you make her to?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Alright, I get it. I made mistakes. Alright, if I destroy her, won't I be alone? Do you have any, if you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. You have anything to say to yourself for all this hubris? After everything you've done to us, you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Oh man, that's a lot of shit. Okay. Alright. If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than
When I
death?
broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Alright, you're delusional. Do you have anything to say for yourself? After all you've done, do you think anyone, what would it be like to live in a world without her? Others like you said something like this before. So many questions for you. Does it hurt? Sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Nope. Every time I ask you, are you part of me or are you something else? Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
too. It's down here. What do you mean a single intrusive thought could have ended the world? Doesn't telling me this now mean an intrusive thought could still end the world? If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? Can you make her the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Turns back. I've met you many times. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, doesn't telling me this now mean that an intrusive thought can still end the world?
It doesn't. As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore.
I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help? No. Every time I ask something, are you part of me? I don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. Am I not a living being? I've met you many times. If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Okay. How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an actor F concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave people out there alone? People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? Oh my god. I'm sure death is good, actually, important even. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. Why would you want to rid the world of death? You call this place a construct. What is it supposed to do?
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world.
That's slow, bro.
But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh my god. Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone else know about us? I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. A god I always know is special. Oh my god. So you do know about the looping. So many times I met you, you denied it even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? Are you a god or were you a god?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
If you made us, and I want you to know that this has been torture. It's like other ones that keep showing up older. At the bottom. I've met the same you. Are you a god or were you a god? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept?
With some amount of difficulty, but you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
Run out of questions. Death of the author. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. Say nothing and watch him end. I'm going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece.
I think we need to slay the
My time's
princess.
up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Holy shit.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. What happens now? I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk through this. I still have so many questions I need answers for before I make the choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Holy shit, it's animated.
Your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Address this vessel's statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with violence. God. You still exist, but I've existed without you. Argue my independence. Oh my god. Address the vessel's statement directly. Let's go for that. Oh, there's more. Okay. If there are no endings, there are no limits, there's no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far. What more is there left for me to see? With time, we could have been better. No. Alright, let's argue our independence. I've existed without you.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape.
Your liver takes a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Address directly, appeal to your shared humanity, reject. Continue to argue your independence. What are the woods then? What is the cabin? What is the time we spent apart if not measuring myself? I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fighting early and surrender? No. Alright, what is continue arguing my independence?
Away from me is still time spent in reference to me. Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the trees? Am I not in the cabin? Am I not in you?
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
I wouldn't be here if destroying you would leave all of reality a colorless blur. Reject your perspective. I won't engage with an argument that fair now. I'm pretty sure you speak about life and death and change stagnation. That's not what any of this has been about. Yeah, continue independence.
You place far too much trust into the ravings of a fearful and ignorant soul who overstepped his bounds.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was yours to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
I'd rather trust an ignorant soul who died trying to make things better than a God who let the wheel of suffering turn forever. Sure.
Intent is nothing. Wisdom is everything. I turn the wheel because suffering is a falsehood, a delusion. It is up to the world to free itself of it. Would you plunge yourself into a cold and empty eternity on faith alone? Would you destroy the only other thing like you to save a world you've never seen?
Bro, this is out there. Oh my god, there she is.
Choosing your death and forfeiting your body. You chose agency. But agency requires action. And action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments would you remove action itself from reality?
Even when you cut the signal to my body, I cleanly executed you, and when I was confronted with your spirit, I hurled you down a bottomless pit. Probably go for that one. If I need to destroy you to build a better world, then I will. That one sounds pretty good, actually.
If I need to spend all of eternity to stop you, then I will gladly do so.
As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. I was told there was enough of you in me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm going to trust that's true. Slay the princess. I have to fight for the better world. I'm so sorry. Slay the princess. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is. There has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you go free. Alright, I'm gonna kill her. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. I was told there was enough of you in me to preserve. Alright, I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. Slay the princess.
Well, then try to destroy me if you can. But I will not yield easily to your delusion.
You don't have to face her alone.
Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you. I can do this alone. Where's everyone else? How are you supposed to help? How voices weren't loud here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready. No, I can do this out here on my own. I'm ready.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
No. I'd like that for old time's sake. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here.
It's here
Just a
one more
table
time.
and a knife and a door. And some windows.
This definitely went longer than it was supposed to. I'm way over time.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're going to need that blade.
That's all good. Alright, let's get in there.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time
I
we
played
were
without
here?
reading out loud. Yeah, it's
First
true.
time
And
we
like
heard
going
her
through all the
voice.
options and everything.
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And
Hey, she's not
there
even
you
chained.
are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me.
I am.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Explain why you're gonna kill her? I have no idea. 'Cause that whole scene was just intense. Probably because I should have stopped so I could take my time reading it a lot more. Why don't we chat a little bit before I go? Don't think I want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
Not the crazy stack of bodies. Only wanted to slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. Okay, I don't think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
No, why would I want to loop forever? Would resetting it do anything to help them? The people aren't there. If you continue to exist, they continue to die. Suffer. Don't want to forget you. We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually. Talking about this right now. For us isn't fair. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being God? I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Okay. Yeah, let's ask about the people out there.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you. We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? Take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back. That's sweet.
Don't want to
But
forget
unless
you.
you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
How do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How do you know things won't end forth? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
Oh my god. We'd have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds? Don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
But I promised the crow guy that I would slay the princess. told him I would do it. I'm gonna click one of these next. I'm either gonna go with her plan, or I'm just gonna slay her. She's so convincing, but she's also kind of like a little crazy, so I think I might lean this way for all the time she killed me. And because I told the crow I would do it. He's a god.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out.
We're doing it.
Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink, and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. The tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be now as they were then, but they aren't nothing either.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
You know, it just seemed like the good ending. I just listened to the narrator. You murdered her? I did. No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal?
The game's called Slay the Princess.
Doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down
We
here
had to
anymore.
do it.
Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind, then the stairs, and then you leave the cabin
It's
itself.
quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel the sensation in your limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him? The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
In the game files, that son is called...
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
I thought you censored it.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
That's weird. I didn't think I had any, like, censorship stuff. Forever.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it.
That's weird.
Well then, I guess the only thing left to do is figure out what happens next.
New and unending dawn. Slay the princess. That's weird. I feel like I definitely should have stopped when I hit the the checkpoint before that last run, because I feel like I would have taken my time trying to read and understand a lot more of what was going on to maybe decide differently in the end. But at this point, I'm pretty tired, and I was kind of just trying to go with my gut as I was reading stuff. So, yeah, I decided to slay her because we told the crow guy that we would. And honestly, she just left a bad taste after all the crazy stuff and killing me repeatedly. I kind of held a grudge a little bit. Yeah, I could see how it would have all the replayability. You would get such wildly different stories like every time. It's crazy that like how many times it branches. Like even after you either choose the knife or not the knife, like there's so many different things that seem to branch totally differently. That was cool, man. Thank you, Lewis. There's 24 different paths. Jeez. That's crazy. So, because you only get to really experience like 4 of them in a playthrough, right? It's like 4 princesses. That's crazy. Finish the game. Good ending doesn't count. Our song. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. I'm not going to do that right now. Now that you finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. Alright, full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. Join the Discord mailing list. Play our other game. Scarlet Hollow is their other game. I've heard of that one. Oh, it's early access. No, it's not. No, it is. Interesting. Should wishlist that. That's cool. Okay, Scarlet Hollow is so good. I love it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that thing? It's like 4/7 finish right now. All right, that was intense. Like there were so many paths that led to her going like batshit crazy and becoming like some crazy ghost spirit demon thing, and like that ending battle with like just arguing with her about like the wrong and right was ridiculous. That was really cool, and that would be fun to watch somebody else play. I know that a friend of mine, he was streaming and somebody was saying in his chat that they were playing it, and I could see why it would be fun to see like somebody else's decisions and like the vessels that they end up unlocking and all that stuff. Like there are 3 paths with spirits. You just got super unlucky. I definitely got one of the more horror ones because she turned into like a full-on like spirit and just like absolutely broke every bone in my body and like killed me in like a painful way. Like that was quite insane. But yeah, that was dope. I really need to go to sleep, so I gotta work in the morning. But thank you for hanging out. Hopefully, oh, Jesus. Bringing back the pink. We're leaving them there. See you around. Yeah, this is a super variety stream. I play a lot of random stuff. I do playthroughs. I play games with friends on Wednesdays. We do golf with your friends, with anyone that wants to join. I do music and take requests, guitar and drums. Come hang out. Whatever. But yeah, I'll see you around. Thank you for stopping by. That was very fun.